Hi, everybody. Dr. V here. Welcome to this episode of our Inner Circle Live little show that we have. Super excited to have you here with us today. And so we're just going to let everyone come in. And while we're doing that, I'm going to make sure that I open up the chat so that everyone can say hello. I want everyone to jump in and say hi. So I'm going to do that right now. I think I opened it all up for the chat. So go ahead and jump in and say hello. Let me know if you can see that. For those of you who don't know where the chat function is, it's down at the bottom of your Zoom screen. And you just click on that and you'll see a little chat box open up on the right hand side. And then you can go in there and you can say hi. And I'm already seeing people jumping in. So Janice, Ardoff, Alan Smith, Sue Shipman, Christy. I see some new names here. Sandra Alexander, this is wonderful. Make sure that you put it to everyone. Well, I mean, you don't have to. You can send it directly to us if you want. Some of you have it set to just host and panelist. Um, ooh, the Willamette Valley area. Grace, love the Willamette Valley Pinot Noir. Those are very, very yummy. Although I actually didn't really drink wine over the holidays. Super excited about that. And also for the detox, we're all going to take a break from that. So that's good. From East Washington, Alan. Washington is the most beautiful state. My son, daughter-in-law, my two grandkids live in Sammamish, Washington, and we spend a good amount of time there visiting with them. I absolutely love it. And Sherry from Michigan. My husband is from Michigan. We love Michigan. We're actually leaving for Michigan in about 6 days. We're going to be there to visit family. So super excited to see everyone from South Carolina. Annette. Oh my gosh, we have so many people. Sandra from Orlando. Yay. And from California, Nathalie. That's a beautiful name. So thank you for joining us. We're super excited to have you here. If you're joining us from social media, YouTube, Facebook, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're super happy to have you here with us for our Inner Circle Live. And before we get started, we have a couple of more minutes. We have some great lineups in store for you for Inner Circle for 2024. And so we had great response last year, great attendance. I think sometimes we had as many as 700 people registered to watch, which is amazing. And we had some really, really great topics from everything from parasites to talking about genetics and methylation to talking about bioenergetics and the future of medicine in energy medicine. I mean, we covered all kinds of topics. And I got a wonderful request to get sorry, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I got some wonderful requests to have some guest speakers, some expert speakers on for 2024. So we have brought in some wonderful expert speakers. And so go to mhhinnercircle.com and check to see what's on the calendar. We're going to be adding to it every week. But right now we have Dr. Annika Becca. She has written a bestseller on hormones. She's a dear, dear friend of mine. And Dr. Annika Becca is going to be coming on, I believe, at our next Inner Circle in a couple of weeks to talk about menopause and all things hormones related to menopause. So if you are age 40 or up, and even if you're a man, if you're interested in this, come and join me for this amazing discussion where we're going to be covering hormones. And we're going to have a lot of other really amazing guest speakers. So just check back often and you can pre-register for all of these as early as you want. And like I said, we're going to be adding to the calendar. We already have many things. They're just not listed yet on the MHH Inner Circle calendar. So yay, we've got some more people that have come in. Hold on just one second and let me check messages really quick to make sure I have everything that we need. All right, I think we're good for now. So let me go ahead and jump in. So today's call is for our inner circle. Again, for those of you who are just joining us from social media or directly from our link to join us for our live inner circle show, we are going to be going over a wonderful presentation on our annual EPIC Detox. Our annual EPIC Detox, this is our 8th annual one. And we have some amazing case studies. We're going to show you how quickly that you can change some of your metrics like cholesterol, blood sugar, blood pressure, different things like that, and how liver markers. How many of you put a one in the box have issues with your liver enzymes being high, and you see that come back on your blood work every year? Put a one in the box. If you have issues with higher cholesterol, put a one in the box. If you have that means in the chat, put a one in the chat if you have any issues like that. If you have inflammatory weight, put a one. If you have high, like abnormal kidney markers, put a one. Put a one in the box for all of the above. High blood pressure, put a one. High cholesterol, put a one. All of those things, put a one. Yeah. So most of us end up having those things. So we teach so much, and Modern Holistic Health is an educational platform, and we do teach you and empower you on how to take your health back. That is a big part of the new model of medicine. And while some things can take longer to heal from or reverse the condition, like for example, let's say that you have chronic fatigue and mental health issues that are rooted in toxins from mold and chemicals and heavy metals. Those issues can take 9 months to a year to get all those toxins that are causing your symptoms and conditions out of your body. So that can take a little longer. But when we're talking about things like cholesterol and blood glucose in some cases, when we're talking about high liver enzymes, when we're talking about things like that, we can move the needle very quickly in 30 days. And I'm going to show you some things that are going to blow your mind because even medical doctors, I don't think realize that some of these things can be corrected inside of 30 days without drugs. So super excited. Welcome to this annual detox. Let me go ahead and share our screen and we will get started. And if Tara, if you can just confirm for me that the correct screen is showing, that will be wonderful since I can't tell from here. I'm also going to put a one in the chat, or I'm going to open up my chat rather. Can someone just confirm? Okay, so Tara said yes, it is. Okay, perfect. So here we go. Let's get started. The annual cleansing is vital. And nowadays, if you join me for any of my other master classes, we have Beyond the Pill that's coming up at the end of January, I believe. If you put a one in the box, if you are excited about this one, if you are receiving our emails, we will be sending you first dibs at seats to this event that's going to be free and online. It's a 5-part series, and I go into a lot of detail on how toxic our environment is, not only in the US, but around the world. And you're going to want to sign up and you're going to want to watch that. But I've had many conversations lately with other professionals and other practitioners, and even with some of the clients about how our world has become, in fact, so toxic that it's vital now for us to do constant cleansing. And so, for example, everyone in this household, including myself, of course, we use TCG activation every single day. That is one of the Bio One Sciences products that has been developed, and it's a wonderful binder. It does multiple different things to help you with your body, but binding toxins and carrying them out of your body is one of them, and it's very, very good at that. It's made with a very potent dose of humic and fulvic acid, and we're doing that every day of the year. And then in January, we join myself and everyone in the house and even our team. We all do this annual cleanse. It helps us because it goes a little bit deeper than just doing the everyday TCG in our water. Um, it helps reset our GI system. It helps to correct and optimize brain chemistry so that we don't end up with brain chemistry imbalances. At following the 30-day EPIC cleanse detox, we like to teach you how to do about 4 to 8 weeks of some gut love to do some gut repair because your body is getting exposed to toxins all year long. In particular, glyphosate, even if you're eating organic, many people get very upset when they see their labs come back and it shows high glyphosate because it's hiding in a lot of things. It's in our water. It's even found in organic foods, unfortunately. And glyphosate destroys your gut microbiome, which then causes secondary effects with brain chemistry issues, autoimmune issues, and a lot of other things. And so once we do the 30-day cleanse, we like to follow it and we teach you how to do this with 4 to 8 weeks of some gut love, some gut repair. This cleanse helps to reduce inflammation in the body and in the brain. It helps us to prevent disease. It's vital nowadays for us to take proactive action. Let's not wait until we're sick before we start doing something about it. I've been very, very sick. I share my stories in multiple different areas, including a little bit in some of our master classes. It took me about a decade to recover my health. I almost died. And I'm super, super motivated to keep my body healthy. I do annual labs every year. I'm not waiting until I get symptoms, and I invite you to do the same. This can help to reverse if you are on a path going towards autoimmune disease. Doing this cleanse is a great jumpstart to helping you to turn and go into a different path so that you don't end up with chronic illness. And this is a great way to lose that inflammatory weight and to help you lose long-term weight. And I'm going to go into the details and show you how that works in this presentation. And Grace jumped in and said that our Beyond the Pill masterclass from last year is why you joined MHH. Yes, thank you, Grace. Thank you, thank you. I'm so honored that you saw it. We like to update our case studies with our clients every year in our master classes, and I hope you join us again. There was so much that I'm sure that you'll catch some stuff that you didn't catch before. So, as I mentioned earlier, toxins are everywhere. Let's go through a little bit of this. Did you know that 1938 was the last time that a law was passed addressing chemicals in our personal care products? Put a one in the box if that just makes you sick to your stomach. That made me so angry when I saw that. And this was years ago that I discovered this. I was so mad because don't we all want to believe that if it's sold in the stores, it must be okay? Put a two in the box if you are of that mindset. If it's sold in the stores, it must be okay, right? Of course, the government is going to take care of us. This is not the case. And in my master classes, in particular Beyond the Pill, I actually go into some lawsuits and some actual things that have happened in history where there's just a lot of corruption and a lot of this stuff gets hidden. DuPont was throwing toxins into the rivers and streams and into the air, making the nearby towns very, very sick many, many years ago. And they tried to hide it, and the government just didn't, they just, blah, 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 blah. They just cover their eyes and act like they don't see it. So the reality is that we have to be our own advocates. And at Modern Holistic Health, as a primary educational platform for health and wellness, our goal and our mission is to teach you how to recover your health, to teach you that almost no matter what chronic disease or condition you have, you can reverse it despite what the Western medicine is telling you, and to educate you so that you can prevent issues from happening for our children and our grandchildren and our future generations. Women, did you know, put an average of 168 toxic chemicals on their body every day. Babies, I don't have this here, but babies are born with like over 80 or 100 chemicals in their body now. So if you do a urine test and you test their chemical toxins, they're born with a lot of them. My grandson was born with some very high levels of toxins that were passed down from his mother, including mercury. We're very blessed and fortunate he is healthy, and we're doing the proper detoxification protocols for him. But I'm really glad that we tested him. And I might use that as a future case study just so that people can see, like, here's a baby, a little guy who was born and had all these toxins. Less than 10% of chemicals being released into, for consumerism, um, haven't even had any safety regulations. And of that, less than 10% that are being tested, the government doesn't require third-party testing to determine if these chemicals are safe. They allow the companies like DuPont to hire their own internal research, or they will pay a university and say, hey, I want you to test this chemical. And the universities know, the ones that are doing the studies, that if they don't come out with the outcomes that DuPont wants, for example, I keep calling them out, maybe we'll just go more generalized, that these companies want, if they don't give them the results they want, they cut the funding. And that's how these professors and these grad students, that's how they make their living, is by doing this type of stuff. So they will actually lie about the research. And this is well established and well known, right? It is scary, Mary Ellen. It's super scary. But don't we want to know this? Put a 2 in the box if this is stuff that you think that you need to know. This is why I teach this stuff in the master classes. And then finally, annually in the US, 1.2 billion pounds of toxic chemicals are being released into our water and our air and our soils, into our atmosphere, through our foods, every single year. Really, really scary, right? So let's take a look at this one. I was astounded when I found this and pretty angry. Look at the most toxic environments on the planet. So this is a map showing you all of the countries on planet Earth. And you can see that the darker the red goes, the more toxic it is. And take a look at the United States, guys. The United States, Canada, even Alaska. It's pretty toxic. And if we move across to Europe, we can see that, Western Europe isn't doing too bad, which, I'll talk to you about that in a minute if you remind me, if somebody reminds me. Actually, let me talk about it now. So Western Europe is not doing bad. As you get from Italy on over, it starts to get worse. And then you get into Russia and Asia, and it just looks absolutely horrible. It's horrifying, really. But right now, how many of you put a 1 in the box if you are aware of the revolution happening in Western Europe? Put a 1 in the box or a 2 in the box. Just put something in the box and let me know if you guys are aware of this, if you've seen it. You're not going to see it on mainstream media. Yeah, are you guys seeing it? So Monsanto is trying to get his dirty hands. It's not really a him because it's a company, but anyways, we'll make it a him. Into Europe by cutting out the remaining environmental, like healthy agriculture, the regenerative ag that's being done in Western Europe. I buy a lot of things from Europe, a lot of foods. If I drink wine, I like to buy it from Europe. Why? It's cleaner. It's much cleaner because they don't allow pesticides. They don't allow the toxins, many of the toxins, not just pesticides, many of the toxins that are allowed in our makeup, in our products, in our foods, all the stuff here in the United States, it's not allowed in Western Europe. You can look at the heat map and you can see Western Europe's doing really well. Well, Monsanto is working on killing the rest of the regenerative ag, and they want to bring in more chemical toxins. They want to do away with all this stuff. Go on YouTube and start looking up what's happening. It's happening in all the Western European countries. They're having huge riots. They're fighting it. The farmers are fighting it. The locals are fighting it. There's a company that is now making fake meat, taking cells from and taking the genetic blueprint from like red meat from cows, growing it into cells, like taking it and growing it in a petri dish, and then they are using a 3D printer to make fake meat. And there's actually, I was very surprised at this. I'm sure that these restaurants are probably not going to last. There's probably going to be big backlash in Germany, but 100 restaurants in Germany signed up to buy this fake meat. The Europeans know what's going on and they're fighting back, guys. And as soon as the Americans find out, I would imagine that we're going to start fighting back too. I mean, they are shutting down highways. They are like doing all kinds of stuff. Go onto YouTube and look this up because this is very, very exciting. That they are doing something and they're standing up and they're fighting, and we need to do the same. It's time for us to start doing the same. They're all peaceful protests, but they are doing some massive, massive protesting in Western Europe right now. Thank goodness. So I've already talked about the toxic overload in the air and the water and the food. It's everywhere. But let's talk about what toxins cause when it comes to our health. What do toxins, what kind of symptoms, conditions, and diseases do these toxins cause? Well, let's take a look at this slide. Fatigue, difficulty sleeping, skin rashes, low libido. Just start reading through this. I'm going to be skipping around. I'm not going to read every symptom on every box here, but put a 1 in the box if you have any of these symptoms, conditions, or diseases that you're dealing with. Put a 1 in there. Look, there's so many: weight gain, hair loss, weakness, inflammation, joint pain, depression, brain fog, memory loss, ADD, autism, dementia, bipolar, GI conditions of all kinds, Hashimoto's, infertility, osteoporosis, all these things, right? And I'm telling you, these things do not happen because our body is dumb or because our body doesn't know what to do. We are given life through divine source, God, whatever you want to call our creator, and our body is intelligent and it knows what to do. We have such advanced technology inside of our bodies that many of us are not even aware of. But we are being inundated with toxins that are causing short circuits in the computers of the human body. And so this is why it's so important for us to stand up and to start voting with our dollars and stop buying this stuff. Stop buying it, right? Now, let's go into some of the dangers of these toxic deposits. Some other things. So when we get these toxins in our body, some of them have a short half-life, which basically means that they can come out of the body on their own relatively quickly. But many of these toxins do not come out of the body. We don't have the proper detoxification systems inside of our body to be able to handle these man-made chemical toxins and plastics and things. And so as a result, we have seen massive, scary rises in many chronic conditions, including conditions and diseases related to the central nervous system, like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, autism, other types of mental health related disorders. We're seeing a lot of people that are having blurry vision at earlier ages. It's not normal. More people than ever are having allergies and asthma. We see many, many people who have this unexplained weight gain and they can't lose weight. They might even try a really good, healthy keto type diet, but they'll only lose a few pounds and then they plateau and they can't lose any more. Put a 1 in the box if that's you, because I'm going to teach you why that's happening. You may have not even lost any weight at all and wondered like how that's even possible if you're doing a really strict keto. I'm going to teach you what's happening and why. And then just, joint pain, back pain, IBS, just, hormone imbalances, all of these things, including increased risk of cancers, are happening because these toxins that we are breathing, drinking, eating, putting into our body unknowingly through our personal care products, our laundry soaps, even our prescription medications, are actually causing more harm than good. So let's talk about how toxicity causes weight gain. So our natural pathways are there to help us clear toxins. But when we get an overload of toxins that our body cannot get out, we end up having weight gain. Even if you're eating healthy, even if you think your hormones are balanced, even if you're working out, You may be gaining weight and you're wondering why. Is that you? Put a one in the box. You're gaining weight or you can't lose it and you don't know why because you're doing everything. You're watching your calories, you're not getting too many sugars and carbs. You're doing some exercise every day. You've checked your hormones, you've checked your thyroid, and you're like, what the heck is going on? Right? There are many of us. So a lot of it has to do with these toxins. So your body has this incredible ability to know when it needs to protect you from harm. And so one of the things that the body does when you get toxins inside the body that it can't get out, BPA could be an example. That's a plastic. There are many different chemicals that we can get in our body that don't come out easily, different heavy metals. What our body will do is it will start to create fat cells. It'll go into overtime making fat cells. It will tell the liver, you're not sleeping tonight because we need to make fat cells because there are these toxins that enter the body and we're going to die if we don't make more fat cells. And so the body will make these fat cells and it will then grab the toxins and it will carry them inside of the fat cell to encapsulate it, to put it in jail, to protect you so that it doesn't go into your brain, so that it doesn't go into a particular organ, right, to cause cancer or neurodegenerative disease or whatever. And so what happens then, let's take a look at the picture of the top left. Let's say, so all of the little red dots represent fat that is holding toxins to protect you. And you're only at like half capacity. But let's say that you burn some fat, but the impurities and toxins stayed in the body. You actually released them. When you burned the fat, the jail door opened up and these toxins went back out and recirculated in the blood, going into different areas. And then the body goes into this panic. It realizes what's happening. So it makes more fat cells to re-encapsulate those toxins. And now you end up with double the fat cells. And then when you try to lose weight again, or when you stop dieting or you stop your keto diet, your body will actually do that rebounding effect. It'll make more fat cells to protect you from the toxins. And so this is how this works. And so when we work with people in our in-depth year-long program, they lose weight. It's like the side effect. It's like the extra benefit. Put a one in the box if you've been working with us for quite a while and you did end up losing quite a bit of weight and you weren't even trying. So that's very, very common with our clients. They're like, I'm not even trying. I'm eating more than I used to eat. Different foods, of course, but I'm feeling great and I keep losing weight. Take a look at the people putting the one in the box because this is what happens. You remove these barriers to healing, i.e., these toxins that are chemical toxins, mold toxins, heavy metal toxins, radioactive material toxins, whatever it is. You start getting those out of the body, and the body recalibrates itself, and the diseases go away, the symptoms go away, the conditions go away, and you get the top benefit that your body also recalibrates metabolically and you end up losing a really good amount of weight as well. So what can this 30-day cleanse do? This can help you to remove some toxins, not all, because we can't get rid of all the toxins in 30 days. There's no such thing as a 30-day cleanse or detox that is going to get every single toxin out of your body. How do we know this? Because we've done thousands and thousands of case studies on data collection from our clients over the years, and we have used pretty much every supplement protocol out there, different ingredients, combining different things, doing different things, and it really does take about an average of 9 months to get those out. However, there are many things that we can really move the needle on in 30 days, and especially toxins that are still inside your GI tract that have not gotten out into your blood, and then things that are still in the bloodstream. Those we can oftentimes get out as well. And so that results in you dropping some weight and actually feeling better. Many people can feel improvements just with the first 30 days. Is everyone following me? Is everybody doing good? Are we doing good? All right. Just want to make sure. Thanks, Tara. So detox, this 30-day detoxification really can help set the stage for long-term weight loss. And if you've been struggling with symptoms, conditions, or other diseases, and you haven't started working with us yet, this is an invitation for you to take the first step and do this 30-day. And then if you're impressed with it, I would invite you to make sure that you do your before and after assessment forms. Make sure that you're tracking with your symptom sheet. We provide all of this for you when you do the detox. This is all free. And then we are doing a huge discount on before and after labs, so that you can see if you've got a cholesterol issue, if you've got high liver enzymes, if you've got inflammatory markers, if you've got these different things going on. Not only is this going to be great for you to see what your baseline health is, but you can see what changes that you can actually make in as short as 30 days on your labs by doing before and after. So this 30-day detox really is heavily focused on nutritional rebalancing. And so we will be asking you to make some changes to your diet. And I promise you, 99% of you who do this are going to feel absolutely amazing when you do this. The first 7 days can be a little hard, especially if you haven't been eating very healthy. But usually by day 7 or 8, you hit a point of euphoria and you really start feeling good. And you all of a sudden the veil lifts on the cloudy brain fog. Your energy levels go up. You're sleeping really good. Your libido goes up. Your skin starts to glow. I have many personal friends who do this detox with us every year because they say that their skin and their hair actually starts to glow when they do it. So, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. And so, let's talk about effective detoxes. There are many systems in our body that can become overloaded with toxins. And so I just want to go over that. Our cells, obviously, right? Our cells can become overloaded, which can really make us feel sick. And when our cells get too overloaded and they become dysfunctional, that's when cancers can develop. Our blood can become very toxic with these toxins. Our gut can become very toxic. Our liver can become very toxic, and so can our kidneys. When we do this EPIC 30-day detox cleanse, we're heavily focused on gut, liver, and kidneys. And yes, we do get the blood a little bit and we do get the cells. But the most effective detox is really going to address all of the systems that need detoxification. And so when we detox, it's not all just about supplementation. Food really is your best medicine. And with our clients who work with us on their deeper healing, they get to learn this very, very deeply. They become experts in understanding how to use food as medicine. And there are many different foods that we can use as medicine depending on the symptom, condition, or disease. And for this 30-day epic cleanse, we invite our clients, we invite our people to try to go the first 7 to 10 days eating no meat. Why do we do this? Because we want to give your GI tract a break. It's very likely that there's probably some dysfunction going on in your GI tract and you're not fully eliminating anyway. So the pipes get all full of fecal matter and just gunk, which decreases your ability to absorb nutrients. It makes you feel fatigued. It can add on an extra 10 pounds of weight of sludge that's literally on the inside of your intestines. And when we use veggies and some fruit, mostly veggies, when we use veggies in high doses in our meals for the first 7 to 10 days, it can really clean out a lot of the sludge. You'll notice that your poops might smell foul because it's stuff coming out that was stuck in there. You might have some really big poops. So we always tell people drink a lot of water when you're doing this so that you don't hurt yourself. And then after the first 7 to 10 days, you can add some meats back in if you want to. If you're going hardcore, you can go hardcore vegetarian for the entire month. But it just gives your GI tract a break and gives you huge, huge changes in your in your before and after blood results, and really helps you tremendously with your GI function, which then helps you with your brain function, your immune function, your energy levels, your sleep, your hormones, all of those things. Also, when we do it correctly with the right foods, we can also provide effective nutritional support for all three phases of detoxification. So let's talk about what the three phases of detox are. So phase one is opening your detox or your drainage pathways. This is super, super important. And if you have any questions, put them in the Q&A so that I don't miss them later. So Misty, I see your question, honey, and I don't want to miss that question. So go ahead and put it into the Q&A so it doesn't get lost in the chat. So going back to the phase one is opening your detox or drainage pathways. This is where we can um, unlock fat soluble toxins, make them more water soluble, and get them out of the body. This first phase really focuses on detoxing through the skin, detoxing through our urine and our poops every day. And this is why, again, really following the food guidelines in this 30-day detox is so important, because you never want to go into a deeper detox anyway if you're having issues pooping. How many of you do have issues with constipation? Put a one in the box. If you do, you'll want to make sure that you have some good, like magnesium oxide on hand while you're doing this, some high dose powdered vitamin C, which can act like magnesium to really help you poop. Maybe get some smooth move tea. You can get it at the grocery store and have those things around, uh, and start, learn kind of how to use it before you get on the detox, like practice with your dosing, because it's all dose dependent whenever you use magnesium or a vitamin C powder, those for sure. And even the smooth move tea, it's dose dependent. Some people need more than others in order to produce a bowel movement. If you do too much, you'll have like raging watery diarrhea. It'll be very uncomfortable. So you want to practice with your dosing so that you know how to alchemize and how much to take when you start this, if you end up getting constipated. Because as you start removing the sludge from your intestines, if you're not drinking enough water, and or if you have constipation issues already, which tells me you've got some GI dysfunction and we may want to work on that after your detox, right? Make sure that you have those things on hand so that you can produce a good poop every day. And then phase two is opening your deeper detox pathways and neutralizing the toxins, because as the phase one detox will convert a lot of these fat soluble toxins into more water soluble toxins, but that's oftentimes more toxic. And so we want to be able to quickly expel these out of the body and neutralize them. And so when we add the specific supplements in to help support liver, gallbladder, digestive system, and such, that's also helping to neutralize these toxins as they become water soluble so that then we can get them out through our urine, sweat, and our poops every day. Then you go into phase three, which is where the water soluble toxins are leaving your body, and they are leaving the organ systems, right, to then go into the urine and the fecal matter and come out that way. But that's where phase three is, where you get into the deeper detox and you actually get some detoxification in the blood, the cells, and then of course the other organ systems that we already mentioned. So we've already talked a little bit about what we can expect with this type of a 30-day detox, but we'll go over it again. Reducing systemic and joint inflammation. This is a huge benefit that you can get in changing your foods. Some of you will be changing your foods radically, but it's okay. Trust me, your body is going to love you for it. So reducing the inflammation. We have many people, by the way, who come to us with rheumatoid arthritis and psoriatic arthritis and just other types of arthritic conditions. Some of our clients who are even taking autoimmune medications for those, who have completely reversed these conditions that we've been taught you cannot reverse them. And a big part of why they had those conditions was because of the foods they were eating. They were just so inflammatory. You can significantly reduce cholesterol, stabilize blood glucose levels, reduce liver enzymes, increase your energy, libido, better sleep, softer skin, better stools, weight loss, all the things. So let's jump into a couple of case studies. And as I go through this, if you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that you could do that much, like of a change in 30 days, I want you to put a one in the box because this gets very exciting. Juliana, look at her before and after labs. Up at the top, it says previous. So it was February 9th, 2022, right? She saw that. Then she ordered her stuff. So a couple weeks later, she starts her program. So she started it probably around the third week of February. She started her 30-day detox and then retested after that. So a month later, look at what she did. She dropped 80 points in her cholesterol. One in the box if you're like, whoa. I mean, even most doctors don't know that that could happen. That's absolutely incredible. And those are typical. This is typical results. This is not atypical. This is typical. If your cholesterol is high and you follow this the way you're supposed to, you will drop cholesterol. She dropped 57 points in triglycerides in a month, 65 points in LDL, 19 points in blood glucose. Whoa, that's a lot. 19 points in her blood glucose and 1/10 of a point in her A1C, which is actually a lot for 30 days. She did that in just 30 days. I'm getting a lot of ones and a lot of wows, right? Like that is amazing. And imagine when you go deeper and you work longer term with us, what you can achieve with your health. Don't believe what other people say if you've been given diagnoses and you've then learned that they're not reversible, because in most cases they are reversible. Eric, 46 years old, he dropped 1.3 points in C-reactive protein. That's a lot in 30 days. 3.3 points in homocysteine. That is a lot in 30 days. 40 points in triglycerides, 51 points in LDL, and 65 points in his iron. So his iron, he had iron overload. His iron was too high, which can be dangerous. And so we got him back down into a safe range. And that was amazing. You can see that the first lab was done at the very, very end of January, January 30th. So we probably went over his results the next week or two. Then he ordered his 30-day detox and then retested. This is amazing. Right, Candace? No need for statins. You know, when it comes to cholesterol, you don't have to be under 200. Cholesterol is not the enemy here. And there could be reasons why your body's producing more cholesterol, and those reasons could be to try to save your life. And we can do an entire talk on cholesterol in one of the inner circles. If you guys want, just say yes if that's something that you would like, and I can teach you deeper about cholesterol and about where the real issues lie, because it's not cholesterol. Cholesterol is life-saving, it's life-giving. It is the very first substance that a baby receives, that a mammal receives from a mother's breast. Is cholesterol. It protects your immune system. It stabilizes your immune system. It protects your brain. It helps create the conductivity of the electrical current in your entire nervous system in your brain. We have to have cholesterol. It's a precursor to your hormones. And so, yeah, if you want to learn how to drop cholesterol, or if you want to do it in this epic detox, we can do that. And we may also want to dig a little deeper and find out what's really going on, because it's likely that there's other stuff going on, not the cholesterol, that really needs to be addressed. And once we address that, your cholesterol will usually drop. So if it's going up, it's probably as a protective mechanism for you for something else that's worse that's going on. Here's another one. Take a look at this. Oh, we've got some really great comments coming in. Doreen is saying that she dropped cholesterol in 3 months. It went from 232 to 172, and less than a month ago, it was down to 151. This program works. Thank you so much, Dr. V. I had horrible leaky gut and 13 toxins. Doreen, thank you. And Tara, will you please get Doreen's first and last name? Because Doreen, I'm going to go into your file and I'm going to look at your before and after labs. And if you don't have them uploaded, if you are ordering your blood from somewhere else, please upload that to your file. Please, please, please upload that to your file. And thank you for that beautiful testimonial. I appreciate you so much. We're honored. It's our honor to get to work with you and teach you how to be empowered and how to be able to heal yourself. So thank you. The honor is all ours. So this is Tracy. Let's go back to this. Check this out. She's a nurse. We have many health practitioners who come to work with us. And then they get inspired and then they go into health coaching, which is amazing. So Tracy is a nurse. She dropped, let's see, let's take a look at her stuff. So back in December of 2017, in the middle of December, we did her labs. I remember her so much. She was not feeling good and had a lot of excess weight. And then so she started her detox a few weeks later, and then we retested. She dropped 2.4 points in C-reactive protein. CRP, C-reactive protein, is an inflammatory marker, and it should be less than 1. And to drop 2.4 points in just 30 days is huge, guys. She dropped 5.1 points in homocysteine, which is really amazing. Homocysteine is another inflammatory marker. It's also indicative that you probably have some methylation genetic mutations in your methylation genes that could be causing other issues, including mental health issues, thyroid issues, weight issues, high blood pressure issues, and so many more other things. And so if you ever see that your homocysteine is high, please make an appointment with us if you're not already working with us, and let us help you. So going back to Tracy, she dropped 67 points in her total cholesterol and 66 points in her LDL, all in a very short period of time. And then we retested her again in March, so another month later. So we tested her in December and then February and then again in March, and you can see how her total cholesterol continued to come down, and homocysteine and all of those things continued to come down. It's just absolutely amazing. But I'm not done. I've got another one for you. So let's take a look at this one. This is Bonnie. Love Bonnie. She's 60 years old, and she did the detox with us as well. And she retested a month later after doing her first month with us, and she dropped 6 points in her glucose. She restored balance to her kidneys. Look at everything that was everything that was in the red and yellow, and it's all gone. She restored normal balance in her liver enzymes because her liver enzymes were super high also. And she dropped 17 points in her total cholesterol. She went from 207 down to 190, or was that 209 down to 190? And so that's absolutely amazing, right? How many of you want to say yay for Bonnie? This is absolutely amazing. And you can see that we're doing this with all different ages of people. So you just make a few changes, and if you understand what foods to eat, what supplements to take, in what doses, thank you, Tov, for the thumbs up, you can really make some amazing changes. Check this one out. You guys are going to be like, whoa, like every time I see these, I get so excited. Eileen, 63-year-old female, she did the 30-day challenge. You can see her initial labs were done in May, towards the end of May, and then she retested towards the end of June. She dropped 128 points in blood glucose. Whoa. I'll just like hold that in silence for just a second. That's amazing. She dropped 1.9 points in her A1C, which is a diabetic marker. It's a marker to diagnose diabetes. And that's a lot to drop A1C, almost 2 points in 30 days. She dropped 75 points in total cholesterol, 83 points in triglycerides, 61 points in LDL, and 1.3 points in her homocysteine levels. Yay for Eileen. And you can do this too. So yes, thank you, Angela, right? Like I always get super excited. You can hear my energy, you can feel it, even across the screen. It just makes me super happy to see all of the data that we've been able to collect and all the people that we've been able to help over the years. So let's talk a little bit about drinking hydrating fluids. I cannot emphasize this enough. You should be drinking your ounces, your body weight in ounces. So I'm 120 pounds. I should be drinking 120 ounces. Honestly, I don't hit that most days, but I am hitting around the 96 ounces. This is the easiest way for me to do it. This is how I hold myself accountable. This is a 32-ounce stainless steel water bottle. If I drink 3 of these, I'm getting like 96 ounces a day. And that's usually what I do is 96 a day. If I'm working out or sweating or whatever, or if I'm detoxing, I make sure that I'm getting in my 120 ounces every day. It's critical. In fact, I'm going to share a story with you. I was on a call with a client yesterday who started his detox, and I know he's not drinking enough water. And he ended up having to call 911 and go to the hospital. And he almost perforated or got a tear in his lower colon area, and that could have killed him. And it wasn't because of the detox, it was because his body was trying to eliminate and he wasn't drinking enough water. And so 99% of the time, this is why people are not able to fully evacuate. And nobody wants to believe it. Everybody wants to think it's something else, but usually it's because we're not drinking enough water. And so it not only is critical in your daily life, water is life for us. It's the biggest component of our human physical body. But it also keeps your cells hydrated and it helps you to detoxify. Just some stats. I won't stay long on this slide, but 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. And it's important for your joints. Also, that's super important to be able to have to maintain the healthy joint space and enough fluid in between your joints. And it slows the aging process and just so many things. We literally cannot live without it, yet most of us don't like drinking water. If you grew up drinking tap water, that might be why you hate water. I hated water for years, but I grew up drinking tap water in Houston, Texas, and San Antonio, Texas, and it was just disgusting. And there's a lot of toxins in there, and the water stinks. Now I drink water from my AquaTrue. It's my countertop reverse osmosis water system. If you guys want the link to that, I will make sure that I add it. If you're going through the program, or through this detox with us, I'll make sure that I add that link. And we put together an actual little program that takes you step by step. It's online. And you'll get daily and weekly support emails along with it. I'll make sure, Tara, please remind me to add the link to the AquaTrue. And if you're not going to be doing the detox with us and you want the link to the AquaTrue, just put a 1 in the box, and I will make sure that when we send out the replay in an email, that we include the link to the AquaTrue so that you can get it. Yes, Diana, I love my AquaTrue also. The water tastes so good. It's easy to drink. And then we're going to you're also going to get a PDF of the anti-inflammatory foods. And I'm including 3 different guides for you. The first one on the left is going to tell you which foods to eat, which foods to stay away from. It's going to have a shopping list in there for you. And basically, we're going to be staying away from the most common anti-inflammatory foods that include sugar, dairy, corn, soy, and wheat. Most grains. We're also going to lay off of nightshades. Nightshades, yes, they have some great phytonutrients in them, but we're just wanting to lay off of all things inflammatory. We're going to lay off of eggs, but just for a month, right? We're going to lay off of eggs. Eggs are wonderful. They have great cholesterol, great protein, but they can hinder the fast results that we can get especially with the GI detoxification part of this detox. And so we just lay off of eggs for just 4 weeks. That's it. And we're also including a great ebook that has little recipes in there, aside from the detox ebook that also has some great recipes. And you can modify the recipes, get creative, but use them as some inspiration. We've got superfoods and smoothies. We've got all this stuff that we're including for you in this detoxification, in our annual EPIC detoxification that we're doing. And get some movement in your body, because that's going to help you to detox the glymphatic system and the lymphatic system. And it helps you it helps with your gut motility. So, walking, some Tai Chi, some yoga. You don't have to kill yourself at the gym, but move that body. It also helps mobilize body fat stores where a lot of the toxins are encapsulated in. And then your lymph system absolutely requires some body movement in order to eliminate the toxins in the lymph. You can also, if you're hardcore, you can go get a couple of lymph massages while you're doing this, and you'll really have to up your water when you do that as well. So, to order your detox kit, we have put a link in here for you, and we will be sending you the PDF. When we send you the email tomorrow or in the next couple of days with the replay, we're also going to send you a PDF of these slides, and you can click on the link to order your detox. But you're also going to have all of these links in the program that comes for free that I'm including when you decide to do this detox. And inside the program, you'll have your links to reach out to the front office if you want to order your before and after labs. You're going to have your links to order your supplement protocols. You're going to see the links for the ebooks, for the recipes, and your grocery list. You're going to get everything in there as well. And so basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing one shake a day where you do one scoop of the Veg E Detox Cleanse. So you'll be ordering 2 cans of this. That's a part of the bundle. We've already bundled it for you to make it easy. And we have the instructions of the dosing of how to take everything inside of the free program that we've included when you want to do this EPIC Detox protocol. But it tells you here, the MCM Detox Plus, you'll do 2 capsules 3 times a day. The Advanced Liver Detox, 2 capsules 3 times a day, and then the TCG activation, 1 dropper full in your water twice a day. And then finally, as we come to the end here, don't forget that when you register for the 2024 EPIC Detox, you will you will be creating a file within our system. So we have a file on all of our clients, so that if you order any labs, that will be put right into your file that you'll always have access to. You will get the discounts, these special discounts for your before and after blood labs. You will get weekly and many times daily EPIC Detox support emails and chats. We also have a community chat inside of this program, so you can jump in and share your favorite recipes, how you're feeling, all of the things. We'll also have how to reach out to our office so that you can order these labs. They are normally, so just so you know, the functional blood panel includes many more markers than what your traditional doctor orders every year. They do minimal blood work on you, and they're missing a lot of stuff. Our functional blood panel, if you went to your doctor and said, I'll just pay cash for this, it would be around $2,000 or more. Our regular price is $424, which is great value. And we're doing it on sale for $299. So my recommendation is that if you're going to do before and after labs, put a 1 in the box if you're going to do your before and after labs. If you're going to do it, my suggestion is that when you reach out to the office to order them, order both of them, print them out, and then take one of them to LabCorp and get your blood done now, and keep the other one on your desk. And then when you're done with the detox, you'll already have it printed out, and you can go back to LabCorp and have your blood done again. It's fasting. You'll get all the instructions for it. But yeah, and if you've been with us for quite some time, we have many people who return, who come, then you want to do your annual blood work. This is a really great price. I believe that's even a bigger discount than what you normally get as a member, as a client who normally works with us. So I would take advantage to that. And yes, Tara is saying that these cannot be done internationally, only in the US. And if there is no LabCorp near you, you can talk with my office if you are in the US, and they can give you an alternate place to go and get your blood drawn. And so the platform that we are using to give you this free added program with the daily and weekly email support, with the community chat, with all the links to everything you need, and a file that will house your before and after labs. It's done in a platform called Practice Better. And so you will, when you click on the link to register for this detox, this is the link right here to register for the detox that will give you, that will set you up with a new file in Practice Better and give you access to the free program that we're including with this 30-day detox. This is the link. Once you go in and register, make sure that you don't close off notifications. Don't mark when you're setting up that you don't want to receive notifications. You don't want to do that, trust me, or you're not going to get the memos and you're going to wonder why you didn't get the memos. And we're going to say, well, because you marked that you didn't want to get notifications. So once you register for the detox, be sure that you fill everything out that you need to fill out. Then you'll get access to the online program that's for free, that's included with this, that's going to have all your links for everything, your links to order your bundle, your supplement bundle, your links to your symptom sheet so you can fill it out and track it every week over the course of the month, your link to your before and after assessment forms, who to reach out to if you want to order your labs. It's going to have everything in there for you. Plus, this is how you'll get your daily and weekly email support. So I think we've wrapped this up. Who's excited about doing this? Who's going to be doing this with us? I'm super excited to see who's going to be doing this with us. Put a 1 in the chat. That's going to be super exciting. Donnie, we will put the link in the email that we send you for the replay. So if you registered for this, if you are here from social media, please let us know in the Q&A so that we can send you the link. Otherwise, if you registered for this call, we will be sending it to you when we send you the replay. We're going to send you the links. We're going to send you a PDF of the slides so that you can go back over them again. We're going to give you everything you need. But just in case, Tara, if you would please, if you have the link to the actual program where they sign up on Practice Better, if you can just pop that into the chat, this way we can go ahead and, just in case someone is on social media, we can cover that base. And so, yes, we've got so many people excited to do this with us. I'm so excited. The cost of the bundle, of the supplement bundle, is $357. And with that, you're going to get the free program included, the huge discounts on your blood labs if you want to do those. You're going to get the free assessment forms to do before and after, and all the other things that we're including for free for you. I'm going to jump into the Q&A, and let's see what we've got going on here. Misty, are you still here? Put a 1 in the chat if you're here. I'm going to answer your question. Misty is asking, is the EPIC Detox safe for nursing moms? We prefer that nursing moms don't do any detoxification until you're done nursing, because there are already toxins that are coming out in the breast milk because it is a lymphatic system, and that's one of the ways that the body can detox. And so baby is getting some toxins likely. And I want to invite you to take a deep breath and be okay, and know that you and baby are going to be okay. And once you're finished nursing, come back and make an appointment with us. And let's run a toxin bundle. It's a simple urine test. Let's run a toxin bundle on you and baby. And let's make sure that we set up baby to be healthy and happy and vibrant for all the baby's years, right? And so we will help you with all of that, I promise. So hopefully you were there and you got to hear that answer. If not, the Q&A, we will make sure that this entire recording will be included in the replay. DA, are you here? Raise your hand because I'm getting ready to answer your question. So put a 1 in the chat if you're still here. And Diane Garza, put your questions. Anybody put your question into the Q&A. But Dina Garza, the cost of the supplements is $357. The labs are $299. I encourage you to do before and after labs, so that would be $299 times 2. There's no other cost. All the other stuff is included. Oh, good. DA, you're still here. DA is asking, do you encourage people to do coffee enemas during the 30-day cleanse? If you are already familiar with how to do coffee enemas and you want to do a coffee enema, absolutely, you can go ahead and do it. Make sure you're well hydrated, as you should know, and just make sure that you know what you're doing. For anybody else who's not familiar with that, just don't pay attention to that question and answer, because I certainly don't want you trying a coffee enema if you've never done it before. The 30-day cleanse is going to be enough for you to work with. DA is also asking, do you encourage people to do colon hydrotherapy during the 30-day cleanse? Now that is something that you can do. How many of you have ever done colon hydrotherapy? Put a 1 in the box. Colon hydrotherapy is amazing. Amazing. It's gentle, it's safe, and there are like old schoolers. I prefer the old schoolers when I go to get colon hydrotherapy because they can alchemize and they can add things to the gentle water irrigation. They're actually there watching what's coming out and seeing, and they can tell what's going on with your GI tract and your immune system and all of that by watching what's coming out. And then you have other places that it's more mechanized now. Now, like you go into a room and there's a machine, and then you lay down, and then you just insert the little thing, and you just lay there, and you're not really getting that more personalized alchemy work. But those are amazing. And yes, and if you're going to do it, I recommend you get like a pack of 10. Get a pack of 10 because it's going to take a while for layers of stuff is going to come out. You're not going to have everything come out with one irrigation. And so I just wanted to mention that. Laurie Smith is saying, since you have me off of fruits due to my thyroid, can I do the detox now? We meet next week. So it officially starts, I believe, on the 20th. So you've got some time, and I'm going to see you anyway. And we would just do some modifications for you because I do have you off of fruit. So yes, and yes, and yes, I'll see you next week, honey. So we can definitely dial in and put a plan of action together for you. DA is asking, in terms of cleanses, do you first do a colon cleanse followed by a liver cleanse? Well, if you go back and watch the recording, we are doing this with food and some supplements, and we are addressing all 3 phases of detoxification. So if you're doing a colon cleanse, like if you're adding colon hydrotherapy, or if you're going to do some coffee enemas, only do that if you already know what you're doing. If you do that, this 30-day cleanse is going to be cleaning up the liver. So we're already doing it. Melissa is saying, I just finished the 12-month program and I was wondering if it's okay to go right into this after. Oh, absolutely. If you just finished the 12-month and you want to do this, we have clients and even my friends and some people in my family who do it twice a year because they feel so good. It's like a little mini reset. So absolutely you can. And also, if you have anything that's still lingering after working with us for 12 months, please make an appointment. I want to talk to you, or you can make an appointment with Anne. We want to talk to you to help you finish wrapping up and nipping in the butt whatever still needs to be addressed so that you get the most benefit, right? And then I'll go ahead and delete these as we go also, just because I needed to go back and look at something and I think we already deleted it. DA is asking, is your favorite binder fulvic humic acid rather than zeolite or activated charcoal or chlorella during the 30-day cleanse? So that's a great question. Activated charcoal, activated charcoal can be an issue because you really can't take it around any other food or supplements or medications because it's going to bind to those things. And so humic fulvic is one of the things that we really like because you can take it. It's an excellent binder for toxins. It's excellent at carrying toxins out of the body, and you can take it with your food, with other supplements, with medications, all of that. But the other detox formula that we have is our MCM detox formula. And this one is absolutely amazing because it has therapeutic doses of, it not only has therapeutic doses of NAC, of NAC in it. Hold on, I'm going to pull this up for you so that you can see this, so that I can read this out to you. It also has a therapeutic high dose of citrus pectin, which is an excellent binder. It's also good for the GI tract. It has therapeutic high doses of chlorella. It has therapeutic high doses of acetyl L-carnitine, alpha lipoic acid, NAD precursors. And it's absolutely, there's nothing else on the market like it. So this is a formula that we have that I created for Bio One Sciences, and there is literally nothing else on the market like this. Before I developed this product for Bio One Sciences, you would have to buy around $400 worth of supplements and like 4 to 5 different bottles, around 4 different bottles of supplements to get what we have put into one bottle. And so it used to take our clients around four different bottles and $400 of stuff to get what we put into one bottle. And so I created this for Bio One Sciences, and it's absolutely amazing. Again, there's nothing else like it on the market. Gloria is asking, Gloria Braxton, put a 1 in the box in the chat if you're still here. Gloria says, I just got my toxin bundle back and have not dealt with these serious results. Can I do the detox program also? Gloria, it's going to take you a lot longer than 30 days to get those toxins out of your body. So please message Tara. She's on with us today. You can private message her in the chat, and she can help you to get set up. At least y'all can connect tonight, and you can give her your email, and let's get you set up with an appointment. Now, I am booked out through about March, and I believe Ann is as well. When you're working with the best, that does happen, and you will be, have to wait a little bit, but I want to help you. Ann wants to help you. We can all help you. But I definitely, if you've got some serious results coming back, let's not do this alone. Wait, schedule with us for an hour first visit, and let's go over those results with you. And then let's put a plan of action together based off of your symptoms, conditions, diagnoses, and all of the things and these results that we're seeing so that we can actually help you. All right, honey. What else do we have? Sue Shipman says, I have a first appointment coming up with Anne. Should I wait to speak with her before doing the detox? I assume she will have me do a deep detox, so I'm not sure if I should wait or not. I have already done the tox test. If you have an appointment coming up with her, let's wait. Let's just wait, right? Sometimes, if we have a lot of serious stuff going on, it can just feel better if we have more that one-on-one direct, you know what I'm saying? That one-on-one direct work with a plan of action that we can put into place. So let's maybe wait. If you don't have a ton of severe symptoms, you could go ahead and get started. But if you're having a lot of severe symptoms, let's go ahead and let's wait so that we can give you deeper, more personalized care. Claudia says, how about the microbiota when you do a colon cleanse? This is a wonderful question. So the cleanse that we're doing is not going to kill off any of the healthy microbiota. In fact, it's going to help facilitate restoration of the microbiota, of the microbiome, and it's going to detox at the same time. And when you go through this program, one of the modules at the end, towards the end of the 30 days, talks about doing a little bit of gut love, which everybody should do a little bit of gut repair every year just to keep their gut healthy. And so we definitely will address that. That's a wonderful question, Claudia Rocha. Susan Whitmore is asking, do we do an olive oil liver cleanse or can we do something more gentle? I've done olive oil detox and I got violently sick, and not once but twice. Let's not do that. Let's do ours. Ours is proven. It's not going to hurt you. You're not going to get violently sick. And the olive oil can really do some massive detoxification of the gallbladder and gallstones. I wouldn't necessarily do that for liver. What we have is going to be gentle, but strong. Gentle, but very effective. And so I would recommend that you go try it in this direction, especially if you've tried that twice and you got really bad results. Maybe let's not try that one again. Gladys, I think we're coming to the end here. Gladys says, can someone with heart blockages do infrared sauna, and how about a detox protocol? Someone with heart blockages, I would definitely do a detox. I would definitely work one-on-one to do something that's more personalized. We would want to do some labs and really get more detail on what's going on. And IR sauna should be okay. And I would double check with your doctor just to make sure that they're okay with that as well. So I think we got most of the questions answered. Does the cleanse diminish arterial plaquing? This isn't long enough of a cleanse to diminish arterial plaquing, but arterial plaquing can be cleared up. Absolutely. But this 30 days is going to be a wonderful start. It's not long enough to be able to do that. Did everyone like this? Does anyone have any other questions? Perfect. I think we're good. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm just always honored and thrilled to have all of you here. I hope that you learned something new and that you're super, super excited to do this with us. We love you and we're here, and we can't wait for you to join us for our upcoming Beyond the Pill Masterclass. If you're not already getting our emails, be sure that you uh, be sure that you go to our website at modernholistichealth.com and get signed up for our emails. Or our masterclass will be promoting that soon, or you can just reach out to the office directly. Dr. Kaz, I need to know you. Um, so that you can get an invitation to attend our live 5-part series event that is going to blow your mind if you haven't seen it. And if you have already seen it, you'll catch things that you didn't catch last time because we put so much information in there. So thank you again for joining me. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much healing. I love you. I love you, Lori Smith. I love you, honey, so much. I'm so honored to work with you. And we will see you soon.